And welcome to Prague for the GCL Super Cup. It is, of course, those Global Champions playoffs. We are at the heart of the competition. This is what we've been building up to all year. This is where it comes to a culmination. Massive prize money, over 10 million euros is on the team competition alone. The Grand Prix, the Longines Super Grand Prix, 1.25 million. It's a whole new level. It is a whole new innovation, and it's all finally happening here in Prague. The O2 Arena, we've come inside for the very first time as part of the Longines Global Champions Tour. But the things that stay the same are the top-class riders, and two alongside me, I'm delighted to say, are two of the very best. Marcus Enning and Shane Breen. Lovely to see you, boys. Welcome to Prague.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Steve.
Looking forward to how this all comes together for the week, because already we've seen our opening class of the week. Now we're going to be getting into the team competition. Now, you two are in your team kits, but actually you're getting to sit this one out, because you were part of the teams that were in the top four. Now you're going to buy through this quarter-final that happens today, straight into the semi-final. So in theory, you're going to stay fresh and ready to go. Shane, coming to you first. Shane, big week for you as well, because you've also qualified for the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix as well. So you're double-handed in the mix here. How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, it's I'm in a very fortunate position to have a chance at the Grand Prix as well. As you say, tonight we have a free night. We finished third overall in the league, so we got a buy through for tomorrow. So it's a great weekend jumping. It's a fantastic venue, and the best in the world are here, and really looking forward to it.
Now we've got a few images here of Ipswich round Ulsacker, which you won on in Monaco. Horse feeling good, ready to go?
Yeah, he feels in great form. The last couple of weeks, I've done a couple of small shows with him, just building him up for this week. He feels very relaxed. He's the type of horse that he actually likes these arenas. So I think the indoor here, with the space we have and everything, it'll actually suit him.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it'll play into my hand a little bit.
Hopefully a little translation of that indoors.
That would be perfect. Yeah.
Marcus Enning. Marcus, to come to you, Valkenswaard United, of course, close second in the championship. Now, the thing is here this week, it's back to zero. So whatever the London Knights have already done, it doesn't matter. How are you feeling about that one?
Yeah, for us it's a really new situation. Even this playoffs, we never had something before. We are used to team competitions, but this can be a short weekend, but also be a long, nice weekend. So we are anyway happy that we just have to start it tomorrow, so that we not drop out already today.
Yeah.
And yeah, then we hope to be qualified for Sunday.
And a terrific season. I mentioned there the rivalry between your team and the London Knights. We're going to have a look at a few of the stats based around that as well for our two teams up against each other that were first and second in the championship. As you see, there's a few of the names in there. Marcus, as we see, Bertram Allen, Alberto Zorzi, they're here this week. We've got the two Philip Hart's boys for the London Knights, and Martin Fuchs and of course Ben Mayer. And look at your striking rate in there in terms of clears, Marcus Enning. Best of the team, 73%, one of the best on the tour. It's why you're so great. What can I say?
What you'd expect from Marcus Enning, isn't it?
But put me under pressure.
Putting you right under pressure. He will put you under pressure right now. How's it going between the riders? You all being a little bit, is there a bit of rivalry going on in terms of teams, everything else? How's the feeling?
Yeah, but I think it's also like you have some people you go really well with and you joke about it, and but it's also if you have a win. I was also very happy for him in Monaco. So I think we have a good relation between the most of the riders.
Absolutely. And Shane, you'll be behind your team all the way, but actually the camaraderie between everybody involved in this, you can feel a different pressure in the place, can't you? Because this is another step up in the sport.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's like, you know, we have the team competitions, which is one level of pressure where you don't want to let down your team, you want to do the best for everybody. And then you have individual pressure, i.e. the Grand Prix. And they're two different types of pressure. As regards rivalry and everything, behind the curtain everybody gets on superbly well. But when we go in the ring, it's for yourself. And when you have the likes of Marcus Enning, he's one of my idols. I think he's best in the world, and he's the ultimate horseman in my book. So when he goes in the ring, you expect a clear round. If it's a jump off, it's going to be really fast. He's won all the majors in the world, so to compete against these guys, I think for me personally, you also lift your game. And it's a great honour to be at this level and to compete with these guys.
Absolutely. Well, no pressure, Marcus.
Oh, not at all.
Do you
I feel really old now.
Well, we watched you win a sensational Grand Prix last week. We watched you do so many classes since we last saw you on the tour as well, brilliantly. Now, Shane, let's talk about your team a little bit. Tell us who's on your squad.
So there's Jessica Springsteen, who's had a fantastic season. She's jumped a lot of clear rounds for us. She's been fantastic. And then we've Michael Duffy, who's a very good friend of mine, and he's a fantastic rider, and he's got some new horses to his string. Great man under pressure. So I think the three of us, we're here, we're very focused, and we're here to do a job.
Absolutely. Marcus, your squad, who are we looking at? Valkenswaard United, who's going to do the business this week?
Yeah, it's Bertram Allen with Molly Malone, Alberto Zorzi with Contanga, and myself with Comme Il Faut. So I think three good riders, one old one, and three totally different kind of horses, but all horses are very experienced on the 5-star level. They all won a Grand Prix already, so we have a lot of hope, but we have to do it.
Absolutely. And I mean, some serious firepower between both teams there, but remembering even amongst the 4 teams we've got going straight into the semi-finals, Rome Gladiators with Laura Kraut and that group, and of course London Knights with Ben Mayer and the Philip Artses and Martin Fuchs. Have you, as a team that finished second, been looking closely at who they're going to play on the teams, or are you just focused on what you're doing?
Yeah, I think that it is always in the sport. You have to look on yourself, you have to do your play rounds, and if we have them, then we can look for the others. But first of all, we have to do our own things.
In a straight, okay, head-to-head, if it comes to the end of the week, bearing in mind the last class of the week in terms of the Super Cup, 6.4 million, who's the team you want to be trying to beat? Who's going to come second to you?
I don't care, we want to win.
Good answer.
Shane, from your point of view, who do you think is going to be the one that you've really got to keep your eye on?
Like that's an interesting one, because you have 4 teams that don't jump tonight, so automatically you think they're the strongest or they're favourites because they've been consistent all year. But you've Shanghai Swans, you've so many great teams of riders here.
Yeah.
And it's a new day, and great horses, great riders, and they're even go down the line a little bit. Everybody starts on 0, and it's everybody's fight.
Well, we saw the teams, the 4 teams there. Taking it into this, Marcus.
But it's also like, if we have 3 riders here, it's also totally different story than if you have 2.
Absolutely.
So I think it makes it even more interesting also for the public, and yeah, we will see.
And what have you made of this place so far? What do you think?
Yeah, it's really impressive, and such an amazing, nice ring. They have beautiful jumps here so far, and yeah, we look really forward to jump tomorrow.
Shane, looking out there, you've got a class behind you now. You get to sit back and watch tonight, but this is going to be another level, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's we see already there's a great crowd in, and it's the first night, so the atmosphere is excellent. When you come into the arena, you can feel that, but outside of that, for the conditions for the horses and everything, it's top class.
Well, there we see the arena down there, and remind ourselves of those 4 teams that will be in tomorrow's competition, because what happens today is the top 8 teams go from today through to tomorrow. We lose 4 teams, but these are the teams that have already got the bye through the first round. London Knights, Valkenswaard United, Miami Celtics there, and Rome Gladiators. We can see 5 victories for the London Knights, 1 for Valkenswaard United, but you were incredibly consistent as a team right the way through. Similarly, 2 wins on the board for Miami, and Rome Gladiators with 2 on the boards, but average scoring all the way through, the podiums in there. Valkenswaard consistently sit there, Marcus. What's going to be the thing here to take us from 1 victory to a big finish?
The only thing is that we need 1 win.
1 win, that's it. Shane, in terms of what you've got here as firepower, you're going to be Ipswich towards the Grand Prix and maybe Golden Hawk in the team?
I'm going to jump Ipswich tomorrow night. He's been a key player for me all year, and we need to qualify for Sunday. So that's the first focus, and if we do that on tomorrow night, qualify for Sunday, I will probably ride Golden Hawk in the Grand Prix Saturday and keep Ipswich for the grand final on Sunday.
Okay, well, good luck to all of you. Who's going to come second to you?
Like I said, I don't care.
We don't mind to come second to them tomorrow night, but Sunday night...
Sunday night's very different. Well, good luck to you both and to all of the teams. And to you guys, enjoy your evening, relax. I know you're probably going to be staying here and watching and see how it comes together, because you say it's a different format. It's going to be 3 in a team this time, which is going to make it really interesting indeed as well. It moves it to another different dimension as well. Thanks to Marcus, thanks to Shane, 2 class acts all the way through. We've got a lot more acts coming for you in all sorts of shapes and forms. We've got entertainment, something for everyone, and it's not too far away here in Prague.